Hi guys, new location. I've had to come in because it is so cold outside. And also, can you spot the difference? No glasses. Um, Guys, thank you so much for all the comments and emails on yesterday's video. Um, I've got to talk to you, sadly, to reveal the truth about these Continental GTs that are being sold for $3,999. Now, when I did the video yesterday, I said that I wasn't totally sure of the availability. Um, but a friend of mine, the same friend that stayed the weekend at my house, and in fact, he told me to tell you that we've actually been friends for 45 years, not 35 years. Well, there you go. Time flies. Um, he was actually interested in buying one of those Continental GTs. And he went onto MotoGB's website. And if you put in your postcode, it tells you the availability of where the bikes are, basically, and what dealers the bikes are. So he did that, and guess how many dealers had his bike or had a Continental GT at 3,999? None. So it's the same story as with the Scram 411. I think they were. I don't know how many they had at 3,999, but they've gone and they've still got the advert up. I think it came up with 6 or 7 dealers that apparently were selling it at that price. And my friend phoned each one of them, and they all said that they wouldn't be getting them in at that price again. One of them said that they had one for 5,495, but that's £1,500 more. So there you go, guys. Unfortunately, just like with the Scram 411, I think they've all gone. Which is a real shame, because I had a couple of emails from a few of you that said that you were interested and you were going onto the MotoGB website, and I guess you will have found the same thing, and that there aren't any anywhere, unless anybody does know of anywhere that is selling them as pre-reg, brand new pre-reg for £4,000. Let me know, and I can pass details on to all the people interested, including my friends. I did have a couple of emails from subscribers that have got a Continental GT, and I'm going to show you the photographs because it's the reason why I was raving about them, the reason why I think they are up there as far as looking wise, riding wise, and fit wise, and comfort wise. For me, no matter what anyone says, I don't fit on them comfortably, and I'm in my 30s, late 30s now, so I'm getting older is what I'm trying to say, and yeah, there's no way they will fit me comfortably. So unfortunately, it wasn't a bike for me, but I still love the look of them. I think they look great. I'll show you the photos, and then I will talk to you about the Interceptor that they've got on MotoGB's site, which is for 4,495, so £4,500 for a brand new, I think pre-reg again, Interceptor. Before I do that, I've had a lot of people asking me, are saying to me, you're putting a lot of videos out, Willie, and I go through spates of, if I want to talk to you about something, I'll put a video out, and because I have the luxury, I guess it is a luxury, of not having to edit my videos because I don't know how, and I have no interest in it either. I'm such a technophobe that sort of stuff doesn't interest me. If you're into all that, then that's great, but I'm not, and I would much rather spend my time interacting with you in the comments and the emails and stuff than actually spending hours editing stuff. And I remember watching a video with Sir Stuart of Fillingham, and he said, I'm sure he said that one video took 8 hours or something to edit. 8 hours. That's a working day to edit a video. That's never going to be my videos. They're always going to be like this. They're going to be one take, and if I make a mistake, so be it. If I make a mistake at the beginning, then I'll start again. But usually you have to take it warts and all. I really am a technophobe. I think the last time I enjoyed anything technical, I wonder how many subscribers I'm going to lose, do you remember the traditional calculators, the first calculators that we all got when we were kids? So I suppose it depends how old you are. And if I say a number to you, how many of you know what I'm talking about? 58008. What does that mean to you? Do you know what it means to me? Boobs. Tell me in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me show you. Let me show you these. I was going to say boobs, and let me show you these Continental GTs. Right, so guys, this is Scott's 650 Continental GT. Look at that. That is stunning, Scott. I love the, I think that's a raw and rugged seat cover. I think I had one for the Interceptor. I did have one for the Interceptor in black. They look so good. And the, I don't know if that's Trick Machine grips, bar end mirrors, and obviously the headlight cowl looks so good. And the little bag at the side. Scott, that is a beautiful bike. And this is what makes me love them so much. I mean, look at that. I don't know how much you paid, Scott. I know it wasn't $4,000, but even if you paid $5,500, $6,000 for that, that is a lot of bike for the money in my eyes. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. Right, let's move on to the next one. Right, the next one. Look at this, guys. This is Dave's 650 Continental. Wow. Red with a white stripe, and it's got the seat cowl, the rear cowl. That looks so good. He's upgraded the suspension with the, is it YSS suspension? And he's got Bridgestone Battlax tyres on it. What a beautiful bike. Again, with the bar end mirrors. I think that bike looks £10,000. I honestly do. And I love them. If, as I said, if I fitted, I'd have had one without a shadow of a doubt. So thank you so much, Scott and Dave. Enjoy your Continental GTs. Absolutely love them. Right, let's spin the camera back around. So guys, the Interceptor 650, MotoGP are showing them as 4495, brand new. I then did what my mate did and went on, put my postcode in, and there are dealers, there are quite a few dealers that have got those bikes for 4495. I also went on to Auto Trader and wanted to see if they were on there, and they are. It's the one that seems to be the popular one for that price is the new blue with the orange and yellow sort of side bits and the blacked out engine. I think it's got the cast wheels. I think I'm right in thinking that. But then it's got the upgraded switchgear, I think, because that's the new model. So either way, it's a really, I think $4,500 for a brand new Royal Enfield 650 Interceptor is a really good price. As I said to you, it's $2,500 cheaper than probably the Bullet's going to be, or how much a new Bear or a new Classic 650. It's a couple of grand less. Same engine, and it's brand new. And they look really good. The Interceptors look really nice. I've had a red and chrome Interceptor, and it's really comfy for me because I can slide, because the seat's completely flat, so I can slide back on the seat. The bike always felt small for me. They're not big bikes, but it was so much fun, and that 650 engine is great, 47 brake horsepower. And to get a brand new one with the Royal Enfield warranty for £4,500, and that's definite. You can go on to Auto Trader now if you're in the UK, and you can buy one tomorrow. So I think that is a really good price. Sadly, the Continental at £4,000, I can't find them anywhere. If anyone knows of them still available at that price, please let me know. I'll be interested to hear. Also, I wanted to just mention the Flying Flea. That's Royal Enfield's electric bike that's due, I don't know when it's due. Is it due next year? What does everyone think of that? I know everyone's going to be probably against electric bikes. I'm not totally against them, if I'm honest with you. I really like the look of those Maving. Is it Maving? They brought out, or they've got an electric bike. The only thing there was two things actually. I think it was the range was one. I don't know how far it was, but I remember thinking that's not very far. And the other thing was the top speed, which I think was 40 miles an hour off the top of my head. I can't quite remember. But they looked amazing. They really looked amazing. But if you go onto Auto Trader now and look at them secondhand, you can pick them up really cheap, those Mavings. And I'm just wondering how different the Flying Flea is going to be and how much it's going to be. And I think the most important thing is what's the range going to be and what's the top speed going to be. You don't want something that can only go 30 or 40 miles an hour, I don't think. He says, the man with the Classic 350 that can go 70 miles an hour, I'll have you know, if you've got a week. Yes, guys, tell me what you think of it. I saw it at the EICMA, and it looked, I think it was EICMA. I don't know if that was a prototype or if that's the actual bike that's going into production, but it did look nice. But I know a lot of people are going to be anti the whole electrical bike. Doesn't it look like I've got a weird hat on? Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great week. Stay warm. If you're going out, wrap up, because I went out this morning on the Scram 411 and it was freezing. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to spin the camera around and show you this beautiful view from my orangery. I call it the orangery. My other half calls it the conservatory. Let me spin the camera around. I can sit in the warmth in the orangery and look at that view. Doesn't get better than that, does it, guys? All right, guys, take care, ride safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.